Hello.
How are you?
Apparently not quite with it.
Oh man, yeah, I was trying to get connected on my phone, but it doesn't remember passwords, and you know how StreamYard is to log into. Well, it didn't remember this password. So I hopped in here and I was like, he's sending me messages and blowing up my phone, but he's not here. And then I was like, maybe I'm in the wrong place. Where am I supposed to be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Having connection issues or?
No, I went and I opened StreamYards and it showed Dick Words Anonymous. Inside joke, guys. Sorry. And I saw the other one, but it didn't register in my brain.
Oh, okay. So, no, wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, that okay. So, how are you? How was work today?
Motherfucker, I've been up since 2 a.m. I had about 2 3/4 hours sleep last night. And yeah. And I'm full. So.
And you're full. What'd you have for dinner?
I made breakfast tacos with maple sausage patties and avocado.
Oh, that's a good sleeping or relaxing meal too. That'll sit easy on the stomach.
I fell asleep immediately with my phone on and everything till like 8 o'clock.
Oh, that's funny.
Coffee. Cheers.
Well, good deal. Yeah, work. I'm at home this week, so a little bit different compared. You know, last year was all home, and then this year turned into all on the road. And I get to be home this week. Yes, it is, Mike. And I'm still going to go ahead and try to get on my phone here, so pardon me while I try to get the code now.
It's me. Spelled funny.
No. You know how it sends you the 6-digit login code?
Hold on.
No, I'm getting it. It's all good, man. See, at least my saving grace is here on the computer. You know, everything remembers my login, so all I got to do is click buttons.
916118.
Why you gotta be that way?
Because it only lasts for so long.
Yeah, well, I had just literally seen it right before you said something. Good night. Love you.
Love you too.
Sure. Love you too.
But yeah, I got to go out a little bit after work today and run this 6-inch around because I flew it last week while I was, you know, all over the place with the kids, right? But I hadn't. Yeah. All right. But
what the fuck?
I hadn't tuned it. So as I'm flying, it's doing like really weird stuff all by itself. You know a little bit about that. It was doing stuff similar to what yours was doing. I'd be flying and it would just go woo, woo, woo with no stick input, or I'd give it stick input and it would just do a lot of extra stuff. So
yeah, almost kind of like you had the wrong like D shot on there on those ESCs or some shit. Like that's what it feels like.
Well, and in this case, what it amounted to was the drone is a little heavier than the 5-inch. It's got different dimensions. And swinging those bigger props, it needs much higher PID settings than what the 5-inch uses. And of course, what does Betaflight come with? 5-inch PIDs. And honestly, it's very conservative 5-inch. So even that could use, you know, some fluffing. Usually you got to send them higher, 15 or 20 points to really lock it in. This thing is way higher than that. Now she's finally feeling good. But
Like I had to take my P's and stuff down low to make my 6-inch fly good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, see, but you're talking. Well, hold on. You're talking about way back in the day, like 2 years ago, 3.
Yeah, but I mean, Kiss hasn't changed much since then.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah, I don't honestly know the Kiss equation, but
Well, I mean,
with
it's
Beta Flight, you've usually had to jack them up.
P's, I's, and D's are the same fucking thing everywhere you go. They're just different numbers.
They're interpreted differently.
Okay.
Well, as is evidenced by what you told me about Flight 1 the other day, and I'm looking at those D's, and I'm like, it's amazing that thing's not a fireball.
Yeah,
and then you're like, oh, no, that's normal. They come that way. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to be quiet because I don't know what I'm talking about in Flight 1.
Yeah, fuck OX. Stock is near 150 on D's. Like the higher stuff, the Blackbird stuff, that's like 400 some.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just different values.
I know. It was only for a second.
Give me an aneurysm.
Well, usually it seems like when I'm on the road, I'm taking the time to work on drones. Since I'm home and I'm having an issue with the printer, y'all are going to come along while I nitpick this 3D printer a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
You're echoing.
Yes, I have to go mute this other computer.
Oh no. Oh no. This fucking song blows.
There we go.
Oh no.
It's just going to do that. All right.
Fuck you, Chris, if you're listening.
Yeah,
that
these
stupid
things are
shit is
interesting because
stuck in my head.
You know, it works really good when it's working well, and when it's not, it prints a lot of garbage.
Get a lot of that, do you?
Hold on. Oh, I got to turn speaker. Good Lord. Hold on. How do I do that again? It's coming through like settings, audio. All right, that should be better. Did you say something to me?
Yeah, we promised a quality show tonight.
Yeah. Oh, well.
No, Tommy, he's not. I can't handle more than one Josh. I'll freaking have an aneurysm.
I'm good now. But yeah, so I switched this thing to a 0.6 nozzle weeks ago, which from a 0.4, just, you know, it's wider nozzle. You get wider lines. Basically, the head has to do less passes. I was able to shave all my printing times at least in half. So, and I just threw TPU in it, and man, it'll just sling TPU all day great. I threw PETG in this thing. Something's not right. So I'm going to take apart the hot end and see if my suspicion is correct.
You got a booger. In your nozzle.
Yeah. Well, so usually the booger turns out to be inside the hot end. You got to take a piece of Teflon tube and shove it all the way down there to where the nozzle is. And what happens is just from the heat and everything else, the inside of that tube completely reams out. And when it gets all that space, it doesn't behave correctly. And I'm wondering if it's time to replace the Teflon tube.
I love when you talk dirty to me.
The other thing I did, and I'll get to that probably tomorrow because it's supposed to rain, well, after work tomorrow. That micro, man, I had it flying in the hotel room. I took it outside the next day. One motor wouldn't fire up. I couldn't tell you what changed between.
Aren't you? Yeah, you're using iFlight shit, ain't you?
No. Mamba.
I don't know how their micro shit does.
Well, the 20x20 stack I'm using, some racers were using in their 5-inch light builds. So, couldn't be that bad.
Oh. What's up, Daddy?
Am I streaming with potatoes?
Yes.
Well, I can't tell. I'm on Wi-Fi. I don't know. The router is literally, there it is, on that shelf right there. I don't know, guys. I guess you're just going to have to deal with my taters.
Welcome home, Daddy, by the way.
I will say it is nice to be home for a couple days.
I wasn't talking to you. So pixeled, Mike says. You look like you're in an 8-bit game. You do, too. He always looks that way to me, though, so. You get all this in crystal clear wonderfulness. Could see my nose hair.
Right.
Ah, bugs! Sorry.
That sounded hilarious. About the time I went into the settings, you did that, and yeah.
You better think of something good to say, because I'm about worthless.
Yeah, well, I've been talking the whole time, so it's your turn. How's that? No. You know, we went a lot of cool places with the kids last week. So you guys, I think everybody in here probably follows me on Facebook, but I had my 2 youngest kids with me last week when I went to work. So we went out to San Diego. I had to do some work in Yuma. And since I fly Southwest, the closest you can get is Phoenix or San Diego. And of course, if you've been to either, I've been to both. To me, San Diego is the obvious choice to fly into for multiple reasons.
You know, I've lived there.
It's more awesome, period. 2, it is actually closer, both driving and distance, so it doesn't matter how you slice it. You put it all together, yeah. So we spent 2 days driving all over San Diego, showing them some of the different sites and things, and taking them for all the different food, and just, you know, breaking things up, you know, getting kids out of their bubble and into the world a little bit. And but while I was there, I didn't really get a chance to go flying. And the one time I did break out the drone, well, I didn't. It was me focusing on them, not me. I get plenty of me time.
I know. I'm still disappointed in you.
Yeah. Well, how often do you get to spend time like that with your kids?
Mine doesn't speak to me.
Okay, well, then there's that.
Just lay it all out there.
You just, yeah.
Well, you know, I was trying to find something interesting and new to show you guys as far as products go, because I tend to do that every once in a while, but I don't have shit. I mean, unless you're into putting a micro GPS on your drone. Pyro's got the one that's about the size of a TBS Nano.
Well, and I'm sure everybody is well aware, but since you're talking about hardware, I'm going to speak very broadly. price of hardware is going up by the day. If you guys have a budget to buy spare parts, now might be a good time because it is going to take months to recover.
Longer than that.
Yeah, I think so too.
But we aren't here to talk about the dollar failing, so.
Well,
Hey, on the bright side, any of you that has Sheetz gas stations, they're really awesome. They're kind of like Wawa, but better.
you better back the.
Waiting for that. Well, they are now accepting Bitcoin and Doge as payment.
Really?
And Ethereum and Litecoin. Because the dollar sucks.
Yeah, well, I still don't know how much I believe in meme coin that can be generated out of thin air and given some kind of value that can totally be shook up by one billionaire.
You can buy gas with it. and movie muffins and shit.
Movie muffins?
Movie. It's a Jay and Silent Bob thing.
Oh. You gotta warn me before you do stuff like that. Like, you come out of left field.
I don't know when I'm gonna do it. So let's see who else.
Move this thing a little more. Oh. We'll see how that goes.
Good for you, Chaos. Hopefully it goes up again. I got myself some Doji.
Oh, hanging on the coins too, huh?
Hey, it's the wave of the future, man.
I keep hearing it, but my ignorance gets the best of me.
Yeah, well, the Great Reset's going to get the best of your ass, too. When
The Great Reset.
When your 401k goes.
I don't know. Do you think America will just let it go? I don't know.
They're doing a mighty good job of it, of pushing it in that direction.
It's funny, yeah. I expected my 401k to be in much worse shape than it is. Mine actually grew tremendously.
Nice.
Well, I think it's because of the way I have everything distributed in it. I have a lot of stuff in, we'll call it aggressive stocks that normally give you like a marginal return. But under the circumstances, they had the chance to either lose their ass or to make money. And the portfolio, the way it is split, it ended up making money.
Nice.
Yeah, so it worked out. Be lying if I say I planned it that way. I was just trying to make up a little ground for being one of those tards that started really late.
And today in the futures market, we have an upside trend with a slight downward crash.
There we go.
What the fuck is that?
So, you know, when Chris said he was getting a hold of a digi system, I knew he was going to get excited. I knew he was going to try not to, and I knew he was going to try to keep the hate train going. Actually, I shouldn't say I. I knew that a few of us are in this boat. But Mr. Analog for Life had quite a revelation.
Yeah, no, that shit's funny. I'm still laughing.
Oh, I love it. That's the only reason I'm talking about it.
Yeah, for all y'all that don't know, MD95 TSI, one person in here might not know out of all 5 of you, so I'll explain it anyway. He is Analog for Life.
For life.
Matter of fact, he was Dominator. Which one was it? HD3 for life.
Yep, nothing could make him go HD. let alone DJI.
Crystal, I hope you're listening.
It's all good.
Fuck, man. Sorry, guys, my brain is not working. No amount of caffeine is helping me.
Alexa, turn off the lights.
Alexa, sing a song.
Remember, you did it.
Could barely hear it. Alexa,
stop.
Alexa, sing a song in the master bedroom.
My old lady's got the headache going on tonight and the mood to go with it. So you just keep going.
So I shouldn't be turning the lights different colors up to the upstairs?
Yeah, let's not strobe the lights.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know that they'll strobe. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. I don't think that is one of them.
Double A, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Utter shit show tonight.
Literally.
Josh is in fucking La La Land, and I haven't slept in 2 days, so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm here. I'm still recovering from. Last week really was so much fun for me, but not really a lot to talk about. You know, there's little things to talk about. Like the kids have not had a lot of diverse access to different foods, right? Because of where we live. So one of the things that both of them were interested in was ramen. We want ramen. I was like, hell yeah, you do. I've had ramen half a dozen times. I love it. I like the funky stuff. I like the normal stuff. I like everything about it.
He ain't talking about no fucking top ramen bullshit out of the dried packaged shit. He talking freshly made from a noodle shop. If you guys have never fucking had it, you're stupid.
And it's funny because the one that was most excited about it, the youngest one, she was like, it's all right. Tacos. I didn't think they knew you could have tacos so many different ways. And what I mean is the tacos you get in San Diego, you know, you can get a few different styles, are not the same as the tacos you get as you go, like if you were to go to Tijuana, which are not the same as the tacos that I was getting down in San Luis, which is south of Yuma, literal border town. You can walk right across if you want to. You know what I'm talking about, though. And
our great and glorious wall.
Well, no, not just that. I just meant how a taco is not a taco is not a taco. So we had some gourmet tacos. We had, you know, I'll say your standard run of the mill Mexican style tacos. Well, Mexican style, you know what I mean. San Diego, that area. Then we had tacos Berea. Then we had Tijuana style. Then we had,
But did you have fish tacos?
We could have, but we didn't.
Now, I have had some fish tacos from the world famous Ensenada, Mexico. The hype is real. I mean, you might get murdered, but the tacos, out of this fucking world.
That's funny.
No, Encinitas, at least back then, wasn't that bad. Ready-made. You know, it's taken me like 20 minutes to think of the word ready-made.
Really?
Words, yeah. Yeah, I was still looking around to see if there's anything cool. Or odd or weird.
I can't find my screwdriver.
Ready-Made's got Zings for $19. So
Yeah, I saw that. I
back.
don't anticipate things like that going up in cost. Mostly anything using integrated circuits.
All right, I
So,
am scrolling down their front page of products. Everything from quad shit to planes, all of it is on back order. Every single fucking item. Wow. So somebody got hit hard by this.
Pyro?
No, Ready-Made, dude.
Oh, Ready-Made. Huh.
Hey, Ray, if you're listening, they have one 2806.5 1300 kV.
One.
Oh, no, they got a few things. Okay. I guess Strix makes motors now.
They have for a while. Strix is basically Ready-Made's brand. So anything with Strix on it could be anything rebranded, but
it looks like the same ones Pyro puts out.
well, there's only a few select real OEM manufacturers for motors.
Yes, new products. No new products. Oh, Voss came out with a new crosshair, guys. The Extreme V2, and it is expensive as fuck. Let us take a gander. If I can figure this out.
Try that.
$65, baby. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's got a 10.25 dB and stuff. It's 120 degrees for flight beam. That's really good, actually.
It's not bad, no.
Well, I know it ain't nothing fancy to look at or talk about, but guys, this is the one company in FPV I will dick ride hard for just about anything they make.
I mean, you realize it's 1.3 gigahertz too, so.
Yeah. So, very nice, very nice.
See, and I really like, now look, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't like Alex Grieve and all of his contributions, but I really have a strong, probably put the two on the same pedestal for Hugo at True RC. True RC.
Oh. Hello, Nick. Are you a Nick that we know? We know you, Nick. Were we supposed to send you a coin like 3 months ago?
Oh, is that?
I don't know. I'm asking. He'll know what I'm talking about if it's him.
Alexa, turn on the lights.
I agree. I know just from seeing you guys, I've never used them, but the True RC makes really good antennas. But I don't think they can't fuck with Voss, dude.
See, and I've always bounced back and forth because at times, like the crosshair antennas, True RC was making a crosshair antenna that performed as far as performance goes, and its form factor, so its size and weight, the same as the Voss, but it cost half as much.
Yeah, but it doesn't dick isn't a silky smooth.
Well, oh, why can't I find all my stuff?
What the hell is that? It's $500. I sure hope Josh is doing something entertaining while I scowl at my screen.
Well, I'm dismantling my hot end, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, that's so hot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to share this because I don't know what the fuck it is, and I was wondering if anybody could help me. Now, this is called the Cube Blue H7 by Ready Made RC. And it is $500. I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah.
What?
It has no features.
The
And it's
Cube
500.
Blue H7.
It's $500. It's a cube, yes.
What's that metal picture? Can you blow that up? What's going on, J-Bo? I have no idea. I mean, I see H7, and my first thought is it's a flight controller.
There's a SD card slot right here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Can't be that great. It's made in the USA.
Ow.
Oh! The cube.
All right, guess I gotta take this off all the way.
So does anybody know what the hell this is? Oh, and there's a combo.
Combo breaker.
It is a GPS flight controller.
That's a lot of money for a flight controller.
For $500.
I mean, I get that it's an H7, but
What is Pix Hawk? I've heard that before.
that is a, I don't know if the right term is manufacturer or brand, but they make flight controllers.
Yes, you are, Mystery D. If only that D wasn't a mystery.
But isn't it?
Yeah, otherwise it's all the same shit, guys. FPV has not taken any leaps forward in the past few weeks.
No. It the people that have been big innovators haven't done anything tremendous either. You know, I give Flight One a lot of credit for that.
They are the last one to innovate pretty much anything. Even
Well,
if they
they
are a
still
paid,
are, but
even if their fucking components suck.
ouch.
Hey, I can say that. I fly it, and I love it.
Wow. I mean, that statement is right up there with, you know, he hits me because he loves me and shit like that.
Well, you know, the guy who originally got us all into this, besides Plummet, good old Holy Squish, he'd say it all the time. Like, don't count on their components. That's why I buy like 7 flight controllers at one time. But what you can get out of them when they're done right is just phenomenal. That's all right, Mr. ED. You've seen Josh's junk too. You just don't know it yet because you could never find it.
The thought that tickled me so much I had to laugh like Michael Jackson.
What's up, Leon? Man, all these people showing up and leaving, so we're still at 5 people, but
oh, you just went robot.
Yeah, Josh just wanted you to look at his crotch for a moment there. Thank you for that, Joshua. We needed that. Yeah.
Either that or my speakers just went completely fucky.
I don't know.
Oh, now you're back.
I was here the whole time.
Well, no. You were there, but you were talking like a robot. Pretty much.
Let's just drive everybody watching away. What's in 2 weeks, Mr. ED? What the hell is an advanced FC? Why does it cost more than the cube? Antonio Banderas syndrome. All right. No, Josh is old. It's the intraweb. Or excuse me, the intrawebs.
What are you talking about now?
Nothing. I'm just communicating with our fans, unlike somebody who's got his head up his ass.
I do. You been watching any of Leanne's stuff?
Oh, put me on the spot. No.
Hey, you asked for it. You throw me under the bus, you better be ready to dodge, son.
I don't really watch a lot.
Yeah, I've been catching up around the community, since I was last deep in it, about a year ago, maybe a little more. Well, I mean, let's face it, you kind of fall into your grooves, you see a lot of the same people, and I think there's value in just kind of stepping away once in a while. The same way I'll step away from the internet, I step away, you got to take a break from everything. And since I had last been really kind of looking around, there's been a lot of people I didn't notice before, I'll say. Now, in there, I know that Leanne was kind of around, but he wasn't posting a ton of stuff, and he's been throwing more freestyle stuff out there, which I dig.
Nice.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know. But I mean, you can I picked up a gyro, compass, and barometer for like $18. All in one package, it's not 3 different chips. It's one package with like 8 wires coming off of it, and just solder them up to your flight controller wherever you want and turn stuff on.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking that probably both of those are kind of probably older products. And those older products were really expensive back then, and they never lowered the price on them for whatever reason, even though new and cheaper stuff and better stuff has come out. Now, speaking of pilots, I'm going to just let you guys check it out on your own, but as soon as I can remember what the hell his name, or how to say his name, Um, I'll let you know. Dude is awesome. I've actually been watching him for years, and he has got the best bandos. How do you say his fucking name, though?
Leanne, to answer your question, I always intended on building a long-range drone, and I figured since I knew I wanted GPS and compass, that I could get barometer, and if I wanted it, I wire up. If I don't want it, I either turn it off or I just don't wire it up, and then I have everything I want in one package. I don't have to buy a bunch of different stuff. That was all. I mean, the only thing you can really get with a barometer is altitude, and not much value to that. I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm curious to see where it goes. Because one of the people I started watching was Slat FPV, which I had seen a while ago, but he was still getting his chops under him, and since then he's just come to life. But he still flies a bunch of KISS V1 stuff.
You know, I have heard of a couple people that still swear by the KISS V1 equipment. Like really good pilots too. I just don't know how to say his name without reading it, so I'm trying to look it up, and trying to look up your subscriptions on the computer is retarded.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like on the phone where you can just scroll through a list of them.
Oh, yeah.
Carpath something. So I gotta look through all these freaking videos that have come out since he put one out. So yeah. Reckless has been putting out some vids. He put I forgot to watch it. There was a new one he had and it looked like a really cool spot. Otherwise, he's got a bunch of weed growing videos.
You know, unless I have something positive to say, at least publicly, I hate to name drop. But there's a few people that have been around, disappeared, come back. And you know, the one thing I still just have no appreciation for is people just link dropping, company dropping every chance they get, just trying to get that attention. And to each their own, but
Vampire. Sorry. Something caught in my throat.
Definitely not who I was thinking of, but
hey, you presented me with an opportunity.
Yes, I saw and decided to go straight for the nut shot.
Yeah. I haven't been too roundabout lately. It's gonna drive me nuts. No, if y'all don't know, Vampire's been trying to get sponsored for a while from BQE.
Yeah.
So if you have any love for him, go bug the shit out of BQE about it. Hashtag Vampire for BQE 2021.
Bitch.
Carpath FPV. I don't know why I couldn't say that. It's one word, Carpath.
That's it. I can't say I've ever heard of the guy.
No, he's I do believe he's from another country. And man, he has got some bandos.
You know, that happens a lot, especially in other countries, just due to the economic circumstances and some of the paths those countries have been down. You know, it's led to a lot of condemned properties, but boy, it makes for some great video spots.
I don't know how smooth that's coming through for you guys.
That looks pretty good. Easy to follow.
I've been watching, like, I just came across him years ago, and like, we both watch each other's shit every time a video comes out, but we never comment or talk or anything. I'm not often anyway. But I mean, that spot though, oh, and he has gotten really good over the years. So you guys, you can see it there.
Get
Car
in
path,
that roof.
like no spaces. Car path FPV. What? Sub to that dude. He's good.
How many subs is he toting?
467.
Huh.
It's about the same as me.
Got a pretty catchy logo. Easy to read.
Yes.
Some of those moves are pretty good.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
yes, he does. Oh,
You son of a.
just wait for it. He's not that much of a tease. Is this it? This might be it. Oh, into the darkness.
There we go.
Smooth as fucking silk, too.
It is smooth.
Like, usually when you come down into a small hole like that, you know, you kind of freak out and just stop yourself before you continue.
And that smooth is not hyper smooth. That was just smooth.
Might be, but
well, I was watching his props.
Oh. Motivation is a huge struggle. I have a bunch of epic 4K bando footage, rampage footage, but I don't feel motivated to get it out there.
I understand that.
That's Leon.
Yeah, I saw he wrote that, but I was listening to the last thing you were saying.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got this to say about that, to interrupt you.
I'm good with it.
You know, Leon, I'm having the same lack of motivation lately myself. And it's for editing. The thing is, I like to edit. Most people hate it. I actually love it. The details. I'll take like 4 days just to totally over edit some shit details that you won't ever fucking notice. Just because I enjoy it, but it's just getting myself to sit down and start on it. Like, you get past that point, and all of a sudden you find yourself a song, and you start getting into it, and then it'll flow, man. But it's just getting started. That's all it is. I don't know if anybody was expecting something epic or anything, but that's it.
Well, and I don't know about you, but for me, part of the starting is I want to do things on my timeline. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm rushed or that I got to split my time across things. Like, when I have things I enjoy, I want to be able to fully enjoy them, you know? And so for me, that's what a lot of my recent struggle is about. Like, I'll go out and fly, but if I'm not feeling like I have the time to do stuff the way I want, or as far as editing goes, then I have no incentive to do it. But you know what's been saving me is being able to edit on my phone. I've never anticipated appreciating that so much.
You're worse than Chris in Analog for Life. This motherfucker here, guys, talked shit on E-Drone for like 3 fucking years about editing on his phone, like some kind of Gen Z, something I shouldn't say on YouTube. Starts with an H, ends with a big O. for 3 years, and now he's like, "Oh, it's the greatest thing ever! I finally got a phone that cost more than $100, and I can edit videos on it."
Well, I always had pretty up-to-date phones. In fact, only in the last couple of years have I slid on that. Like when I was more entwined in IT, I always had up-to-date phones. But
Yeah,
I
but
always felt like a phone was a phone. It was something there to be used, like texting, right? I will still pick up the phone and dial somebody and speak to them because it's a phone. So part of my mindset, I think, is just our age, our generation, the way that we have worked our way through the world and through technology. To me, a phone was not a workspace. And that was the one thing I never used it for, aside from sending a quick email. And I don't mean an email the way some people write them on their phones, because my texts are not books either, I never interpreted it as a workspace. But you want to talk about somebody who lags behind in technology? Let's talk about my work computer and the fact that I won't buy a personal one because I don't want to carry two computers around. That work computer is garbage for video editing. I can edit and export many times faster on my phone with far greater ease than I can on my computer.
Yeah, he'll throw $1,000 down on a phone, but not on a laptop. Hey, mine's almost paid off, by the way. The phone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, me and Josh both have the S10 Plus. The one that just went obsolete like a year ago.
You say that, but if you look at the specs of the S20, it's not that much further along, and in some places, it's not further along.
No, but the other one is the big one.
Oh, you talking about the Note, the phablet?
The Note Plus Ultra? Because that's where they're getting you now, is that you have to buy the Plus Ultra Plus Vaginal Plus phone. So it's extra cool. I don't know what that is, Mike. Got me curious, though, since we're just sitting here bullshitting about nothing. Let's see. Oh, a Galaxy S8. All right. Yeah, that's old as dirt now, man. Surprised it doesn't fold or something. I know, I'm an ass.
Oh, man.
It's hard to be friends with me sometimes. But hey, that's funny you were saying that about calling people, Josh, because I've known you for like 4 or 5 years, and I think we've talked on the phone twice.
Yeah, well, and that's one area where I'm not good at just picking up the phone just to talk about, the weather, right? So when I pick up the phone to talk, it's always with a purpose. And it's never a good personal purpose like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
I've always been that way about the phone. I don't.
Hey, I'm not bitching. I'm not really bitching. I mean, hell, one of my best friend in the world's name is Joe, and he lives in my house he owns half my house in California, and he lives in it. And his whole family is my family, and I talk to him about once every 4 months, maybe. Love him to death. He's my brother. Josh, you look like a monster with that pixelated camera.
I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, I'm on Wi-Fi.
Hey, do you remember we kind of went through this before, and you actually turned down the resolution on in something somewhere?
I tried that already.
Did you try it in your phone, or did you try it on StreamYards?
Both.
Uh,
Before I just gave up, I spent about 15 minutes playing with it and just decided it wasn't worth it.
you do have two cameras to choose from.
Yep.
You sure you're on the decent one?
Well, I will say that I swapped them both at one point.
Oh.
So, I don't know, man. I'm just going to have to deal with the taters tonight.
Ooh, I ate a lot of taters tonight. Oh, and I'm drinking coffee. Thank God I have Tums. But yeah, Mike, that is a thing, man. Like these freaking S10 Plus phones, I mean, they might be old now, but dude, the damn thing's damn near as good as my gaming laptop. I have an older gaming laptop, mind you, but still. Octa-core processor and shit. So besides testing out that 6-inch, man, you do much flying?
No,
Shit.
like I said last week, I really didn't get out to do any flying. Found out David Hines was in my neck of the woods last week, or over this last weekend. But he was with his kid, and they were doing a road trip to go meet up with one of her friends.
Nice, man. I haven't seen talk to that kid in ages.
Yeah, well, he's still around. I chat with him once in a while. He's just not all, FPV, watch me fly circles around bushes anymore. He does lots of other stuff too, and
yeah, well, that's just weird. I don't know about that. No, I liked him, man. We actually had a lot in common.
Mm-hmm.
Considering we're like opposite people.
But are you really?
I don't know.
Like, you say that, but I don't feel like that's the case. I mean, both of you guys are SoCal boys.
Yeah, but he's from the weird place.
Okay.
I forget. He was a desert rat, I think. No, it's true. Me and him had a great time when he came out. He came down to Indy and we flew. Had a lot in common. It was kind of weird. I guess no, we're opposites in the way we go about life and the way we think. He's a very let's just say liberal kind of guy, not in the classical sense, and he's definitely a city thinker. I don't know if that's the right word.
No, I got you.
And I am most definitely not that. But that's the cool thing about FPV. It's someone that you probably wouldn't normally like, and FPV gives you a chance to actually sit down and talk for a few minutes, and you're like, hey, we got a lot in common.
I like contrast though, but you know me, I like to debate. I just like to have something to talk about, right? And so I really appreciate people that have a different, a contrasting way of thinking or whatever. Very rarely do I feel like the people that I get engaged with are just, you're either my way or you're my enemy. I know there's lots of those out there, especially anymore. But Dave's not one of those guys. He likes to talk for the sake of talking. He's not trying to change your mind necessarily, but to compare and contrast the thoughts.
Double A, I'm trying to look up this hexacopter you're talking about, and I don't see it. Probably because I'm using DuckDuckGo. Whatever. Fuck Chrome. Skyla. I'm spelling it wrong. That's why. I feel like we've done this before on the show.
Probably.
About this hexacopter with AA. Is it the 3-inch? Oh, that's fucking weird. That is so weird. I don't know why I'm sharing the screen. I guess for Josh. It's literally Mike, Aaron, you, and me in here. But hey, there we go. That's fucking weird. So much extra carbon.
It is, but it's also so much extra motor.
Look how it's all. That's crazy.
Why is it so weight forward?
Is that the front or the back, though, that's on the bottom? I think the front's up top, right, Aaron?
Right. And I mean, that would be weight forward.
Yeah, like that's the top right here. Or the front, I should say. Shit, imagine if it was the other way, though. You'd be looking at everything. You would hardly be able to see what's in front of you. Yeah, it's heavy but fun. Keeps the props out of view. Yes. It's really interesting geometry there. I mean, if you were to take off the bottom two motor mounts and get rid of all that back carbon, that's almost how my aliens are set up. Where the motor placement is on the front four, because I use the 6-inch arms in the back. Which I still haven't gotten anybody else to do.
I don't know that I totally see the point. I mean, I know on paper what you're saying, but I don't know that I buy that it actually does anything different.
How can having more clean air not do anything different?
Well, if I can't feel it, if I can't notice it, doesn't matter is what I'm getting at.
Well, how are you going to notice it if you don't fly it?
Right.
You're just like, if I don't experience it, I don't have to care.
Well, and I am that guy, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to come see you one of these days here, Double, because I want to see that thing in the air.
Oh, does he have one?
Yeah, he said it's built and it's flying good and he loves it, or he likes it. So weird. It's pretty thick base plate. Don't ever break that freaking an arm on that thing, Jesus. It's a hell of a lot of carbon to buy.
3 mil or bust, baby.
Looks like 4.
I don't know how I feel about not having modular arms, but you probably wouldn't fly that thing the way you fly I'll say a run-of-the-mill 5-inch.
You sent me a link in Messenger. Well, you'll have to wait, because when you open up Messenger in the computer, it takes 4 years to load up all the old messages. Oh my God, the noob chat. I forgot all about that. Like, I literally forgot about it. La, 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 still loading.
Loading and loading, loading and loading.
Isn't that amazing? Because, like, it decides for whatever reason that, you know, you haven't logged in on Messenger for, say, 2 months on the computer, on the PC. So it decides it has to load every single message that you've gotten in that 2 months
Yeah,
before you can do anything.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I can see it.
Wow, so I just had a screwdriver tucked up under my armpit, forgot it was there, threw my arm up, stabbed myself. That was awesome.
Nice. I am not seeing it, Mike. Then again, Messenger on the PC is shite.
All right. Well, I hope this makes a difference.
Mike, I'm sorry, I've literally received nothing from you. Oh, you on Instagram? Well, you didn't say that.
Instagram, these kids and their newfangled crap.
Send it on regular Messenger, bro, if you want me to play it, because Instagram on the computer is even worse.
You know what? You're right about that.
But I'll play it if you send it. View profile. I can't. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can't even say yes to you wanting to send me a message while we're streaming like this. It was to Messenger under Charles. All right.
It's doing it again. That was awesome.
J-Bo, what's up, bro? We're just fucking off at this point, man. If you just want to hang out and bullshit with us, that's pretty much all we're doing. Mike's trying to send me shit that I can't fucking access right now. Oh, wait a minute. No. And Mike, if you want me to play it, send it in the old noob chat. It's still there. If you can find it. Otherwise, eat a dick.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
What are you?
I'm tired and cranky. Just make Mike a mod. You know what happened last time we made Mike a mod? I don't either. I just said that to sound funny. I don't know if we ever made Mike a mod.
I will second that motion, though.
I don't know how to do it from here. I don't know how to do it at all. I don't know how to do it at all.
Well,
I'm
I'll
old.
take care of it from the desktop side at some point.
I am old, and Chaos wants dick pics. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Hold on, incoming.
Oh, the dick pics, yes. Where's it at? But whip it out, dude. It's not like it hasn't been on the stream before. Hell, I think last time we saw it on the stream, I had it on my head. Chaos, you are far from innocent, sir. You want to be a mod too? Chaos wants to be a mod.
Yeah.
Chaos, I've been up for like 2 days, but not because of speed either. Just as a qualifier there. I don't remember who you are, bro.
Chaos has been around for a minute.
He has, I know. I'm just need to go to bed. That's all.
Yeah, well, we're going to call this a night here momentarily once you guys have had your conversation.
Is that what that was called?
I don't know. Smiggity smack tickety talk.
I sent to Josh, see if he can.
Oh.
Yeah, but if Josh plays it, it'll be potato.
You're right, but I can.
But me, who's doing the streaming from a fucking cell phone in the middle of Indiana, can just stream shit just fine to you guys.
Right? Well, you know what that goes to show.
Yeah, you need to get
All
better
the people
internet.
hammering my Wi-Fi.
Blame it on your freaking family. That's it.
Dude, that's a staple. Some people blame it on the rain. I blame it on my girls.
Okay, like Mike said, this is going to be that quad the AA has.
I forwarded it to you in Messenger.
I'm already playing it.
All right.
This is a hexacopter, Chaos, if you haven't been paying attention. It is really fucking weird looking. And this dude looks like he's got his shit locked in. Like, absolutely zero unnecessary movements.
Huh.
I mean, it's a little boring, but you never see anyone with zero. Oh, he's using hypersmooth. I see his prop.
Wah, wah.
I mean, still, I have unnecessary movements and I use hypersmooth. So it's still pretty locked. I could still say this looks pretty locked in. I mean, very rarely from anybody do they fly like a whole pack and you don't see one unnecessary movement, especially on a single pack like this. So I'll give it to him for that. Double A, if you're still here, I'm going to need you to explain what benefit those extra 2 motors are giving you. Because I would like to hear that or read that.
Well, what size motors is he running on that?
I don't know. It's a 3-inch, so he could tell us, or you could guess.
Let's see. Nothing.
Like it doesn't have like a cool feel or anything.
Are you kidding? I bet that thing never hits 100% throttle unless he wants to go to the moon.
That battery goes to fucking -2 volts.
Oh, dude, I bet she comes down just screaming.
If I remember right, Double A doesn't have the most fantastically new batteries either. Unless he's re-upped.
You know, anytime I see Hexacopter, the only thing that always comes back to my memory is the Rotor Ride episode. Do you remember that one? I mean, it was a while ago.
Yeah, but
they
it was like
thing was trying to take off.
yes. All right, I'm done with that. This is what, yeah. Me and you both, bro. Like it hasn't been 9 months for me, but it feels like it. Like between these freaking spring storms that have been almost nonstop, and when I do get weather, I'm so fucking tired. All I do is fall asleep like a fat fuck. So yeah, not much flying's been going on. Especially this week. But I hope you're doing well, Jeff. But, hey, Chaos, you need to buy a lanyard from Jeff Freestyle there. Oh, that's not the right guy, is it? Sorry, I'm tired.
You're good. Well,
I'm thinking of Sidewinder. I don't know why, Jeff, but every time I see your name, I think Sidewinder for 2 seconds. And I know you're totally different people.
I was going to say that is a little strange.
Isn't it? I don't know where this has come from, but it has been a thing for a while.
Oh, really? This is not new?
No, this is not new.
Interesting.
I struggle.
Well, we appreciate you guys. On that note, we're going to go ahead and shut this thing down.
Yeah, I'm just getting dumber by the moment. Might as well.
And I got to crawl all over the floor to level my bed. So,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah.
We'll be better next time, I swear. We'll prepare. We'll have shit to talk about. So
I've
all
said
4
that
of you.
before. I'm not saying it again.
So all 4 of you, 2 Wednesdays from now.
Bye-bye. Oh, man.
Oh, it was a disaster.
That's all good.
Oh, no. Now I'm full of coffee.